You might not think that a few simple words could make you crave McDonald's breakfast sandwiches. But if you listen closely to the sound of me saying McGriddles, McMuffin, you might be wrong. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Hi, I'm Mike White.
And I'm Rob St. Mary.
And we're the hosts of the Projection Booth podcast.
If you haven't heard of the Projection Booth, that's okay.
But we think it's time that you have.
We've been doing this for over 3 years now.
And we think we're doing a pretty good show.
Every week we look at a different film and put it in context.
We try to bring you interviews with the people behind the films.
Or experts on a subject matter covered in the film.
We don't specialize in any one particular genre or type of film.
We try to examine every aspect of cinema.
From every corner of the globe.
Even at 3 years, we barely just scratched the surface.
But we're ready. We're ready for you to listen to us.
That's right. Now's the time to give us a shot.
Download us through our free smartphone app.
Or through Stitcher, iTunes, Geek Juice Radio, Jackalow.
Or our website.
projection-booth.com.
We'll keep making great shows.
Now it's your turn to listen to them.
Guys, I'm getting a really weird, sound.
Sucking sound?
Yeah.
Got to be your system compressing on your end. So
Okay.
Well, I hear your computer fan. You need to blow that fucker out, by the way.
Oh, my computer fan?
Yeah, I can hear it.
No, that's the wall air conditioner. That's probably what that is.
Oh, thank God.
I'm assuming.
It's not loud, but I can hear the frequency of it.
Well, as long as it's not going to go through on the recording, that's all.
I don't hear it over here. But yeah,
Okay,
what you're most likely hearing is your system is somewhere compressing everything, so you're hearing all the background noise come up when you stop talking.
Gotcha. Okay, as long as it's not coming through on the recording, that's good.
Automatic echo cancellation.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Did we even really earn that one? Come on,
did.
man.
He did, absolutely.
Automatic echo cancellation, that does definitely deserve a nerd drop.
Okay, so we're ready to start?
Yeah.
Topical?
No, it's a suppository.
Christopher Media. Let's make some noise. From Asthmacore Studios near Detroit, Michigan, it's Unregimented.
Gangsters, what's up, guys?
Yo!
Yeah.
Number 91.
Whoop, whoop.
I think. Yeah?
I don't look at me.
Yeah, number 91.
91, yep.
I'm Chris.
I'm sorry, I'm Aaron.
I'm Jay.
I'm Rich.
Jay was distracting me.
Yep, I was.
He kept telling me that I was number one.
But you are number one.
With a bullet.
Was he showing you the?
I'm over here like,
international
I
sign
know. What's your point?
So, hey, first things first.
Yes.
Hey, it's Friday. What are you guys doing here? Well, we're coming out on Friday now.
That's right.
In an effort to actually talk about things in the news cycle that they happen now.
Yeah, we realized that just by shifting dates a little bit, we could be much more on top of current events doing it this way.
Yeah, so instead of hearing like we used to, for example, we record Wednesdays. So example would be you wouldn't even hear the show we recorded till 4 days after we recorded it. Well, now first show will be up a couple days after we record it. So we talk about things that are actually happening now, and you can't be the one guys that's over. That ended 2 weeks ago.
So 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, we had a happy coincidence about the episode about the Montage of Heck Kurt Cobain documentary. We posted it, and then I believe the next day it aired. So happy coincidence. You know, it happens sometimes. But yeah, the rest of the time we sound horribly outdated.
Yeah. So Fridays we're gonna talk about the current events, and then the Monday show is gonna be more. We're gonna kind of focus our nerdness, so to speak. Right. Focus the nerd laser on Mondays, and that's where we'll put the things with the comic books and the music and the movies and the tech and such. Or at least we're gonna try. So
we're gonna hone all of our nerdiness into a spear to pierce your brain.
Vagina-free zone. I'll tell you that.
We're going to be like a Primus concert. No women allowed.
Yeah, exactly.
Or the post-fap.
Yeah, when I did that, I didn't really even think about that until you mentioned that. Yeah, I remember thinking what a sausage fest that Primus show I went to was. Like, there's not all the vagina is at home.
Yeah, not a lot of girls into Primus.
No, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But if you meet one,
I'm
Run
at
away,
least
run
keep her
away.
as a side bitch.
Right.
You know.
Well, it depends. I mean, if you like girls with dreadlocks.
You got to ask if you meet
No,
one.
I'm not going to a Rusted Root concert.
If you meet one, you got to ask pre or post op.
I'm honest. I'm trying to think. I can't come up with
Pre
a
or post
female.
op? Pre. Whoa, trade. You know.
I'm sure I've met one, but I can't think of a female who likes primates.
I can tell you one.
I have, yeah.
Les Claypool's wife loves
No,
Primus.
she likes
Maybe.
that money.
My,
She likes
my
that
wife
money
likes
is what she
Primus.
likes.
My daughter
Okay.
likes Primus.
Oh, there you go. There you
No,
go.
oh.
I bet when Les
Pre or
Claypool's
post-
wife wakes
pre
up
or
in her
post-op,
giant
Jay?
house.
Did you just get that? That was so 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, sorry, I'm a little slow on the uptake here. Yeah. All right, so what do we have on the docket here, gentlemen?
Yeah. Is it any major city burning down this week?
No, surprisingly.
All right, cool.
No, I came across this a story that I heard on PRI. I'm sorry, on The World, which is a show on PRI, Public Radio International. It's kind of like NPR. But I'll show you. This was in reference to, the story was about these ads that ran in the London Underground. So I'm showing it to Chris and Jay right now. And Rich, you have the link, right? So you can see it.
Yeah, is it the Are You Beach Body Ready one?
Yeah, that was the ad that appeared. And it was quite controversial,
It's
I
a
guess.
fit woman in a bikini, as they would say it over there.
Yeah, it's a, well, okay, well, first of all, I'll show you the picture again, because does this chick look too skinny or unhealthy, or?
You can see her ribs, yeah.
She's on the skinnier side,
on the
no
skinnier side,
doubt.
but
Well, I noted that, Aaron,
she's
you could
fit.
see her rib cage.
Yeah, but she's
You
fit.
can't see her individual
Ribs.
ribs.
It's called airbrush. It's called Photoshop.
Right. So it's this really hot blonde with a nice rack with a yellow bikini on a yellow background, and it says, "Are you beach body ready?" And it's an ad for Protein World. So a protein supplement. I'm surprised that she is.
Stop giggling, Jay.
That's me.
Yeah, I'll just laugh.
I'm surprised she's not more cut, especially in her her stomach. They had more
Her
definition
abdomen
to it.
area? Yeah.
Right? Yeah, because
It should be a bodybuilder.
right.
It
'cause
should,
you
it
don't
should be like a Jillian Michaels looking bitch.
Exactly. Yeah.
you don't
And
you
it-
don't really
yeah.
take protein supplements to lose weight. You take it to gain muscle when you work out. So you use it to tone your body.
But
right?
that fills a whole different demographic. They're
Mm-hmm.
trying to appease a wider demographic than just the bodybuilder folks.
Yeah. So maybe saying that you could use this as a dietary supplement.
Yes.
Like skip a meal and just have a little bit of protein.
Right.
That's a good point. But there was a number of women. I shouldn't
Well,
say people.
that's-
There women were offended by this.
Yeah, understandable.
Shocking.
But understandable. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, dude, that's all photoshopped and shit. I mean, like, if that's...
Could be.
But
Yeah.
it's a,
You know.
my thing is, it's a fitness product.
Yeah,
it's not
I'm-
like it's made for people who are into that. If
Bro,
that's your,
Time out. Because if you scroll down the article,
But
What?
the thing
if you
is...
scroll down the article, there's another picture.
The thing is
You can go ahead and you can jump ahead if you want.
the quote-unquote...
Oh, no, my bad. No, my bad.
The quote-unquote average woman doesn't look like that.
but it's
And-
not appealing. It's not talking to the average woman.
But
and
it is.
the average Big Mac that comes off their fucking assembly line does not look like the one that bounces
No,
up and down full of
no.
lettuce and life and the commercials.
I thought you were talking about women. It bounces up and down. Like, oh, I was... Yeah.
Right. I mean,
Anyways.
this is advertising. You're picking the best possible.
Right. A most appealing looking
Yeah.
something to
Yeah, exactly.
to show. Right. But when you're talking about a Whopper, that's just, objectifying a fucking burger. When you put a woman like
It's
that up there,
objectifying a burger?
Sure.
Okay.
You put a woman like that up there, that's what their argument is objectifying the woman,
It's
like,
for a fitness product.
right, but that's
Okay,
not what you're seeing.
You guys are killing me. You guys are killing me. Can we talk about the second picture? Because I want to make a point here, and I think every one of us would agree with it.
Dip your
What's
balls
that?
in it. Go for
Well,
it.
The second picture. Have you shown them the second
No.
picture, Aaron?
No.
It's not the same. This is a response. Another company responded to their ad. A similar setup. It says everybody is beach body ready, and it's got what looks like a very average looking chick in a bikini.
Let me tell you something. I'd fuck
Doesn't
both
look
them
too
women.
happy.
So what is the problem?
Goddamn
here?
right. Amen, brother.
What is
Right.
the problem here? I don't understand. Hey, man. Sometimes bigger is it has its pluses.
I would
As
not
Chris will
call
tell
that
you,
chick-
a 5 will try really hard, and they appreciate.
Now, okay,
anything.
that first ad, the thing is they're appealing to two different demographics. That's what both those ads are. You know, that's really what it is. It's just like, it's probably a company that fucking made, you know, probably the same parent company owns both those companies. I'm just guessing and whatever. Probably not. But
well, the person that was interviewed in this show that I heard was Juliette Burton. And she's someone who I guess has been, she's suffered from eating disorders, right? And body image issues, and has been very vocal about it. And she signed a petition to have the advertisements removed from the London Underground because they were offensive. So
To her,
yeah. Okay.
To a minority of people.
Right. What she says is, this poster is one of many that I'm sure everyone in the UK and America has to deal with. It's a daily irritant, this kind of body shaming. It's a background noise that can really exacerbate self-esteem problems or mental health problems.
You know what? So is somebody driving down the fucking road bumping their bass, but you're never going to stop it.
So, I mean, so you're allowed to advertise alcohol on the London Underground.
Right.
What does that do to alcoholics?
Right.
I gotta get on my commute. I gotta see Heineken bottles.
There's a
subway.
fucking person.
when
wearing
did
a
it become
turban.
a dirty word to call a fat person fat?
Well,
Nobody's
talking about fat though, because like even the chick in the other one
She's
is
not
she's not fat. She's
No, but
not
I'm just,
fat.
I mean, what the subtext of her statement, I guess, is what I'm going after here.
And I know Aaron's going to fucking go, we're getting off topic, but I just got to say this. I'm so fucking sick of hearing about body shaming. Okay?
No,
that is the most pathetic
topic.
fucking way to put it. Body shaming? Look, all right. I understand that women need, I understand that the majority of women need to be told they're beautiful and be reassured about shit. But here's the deal.
You ain't getting laid for a long time, buddy.
I know. And you know what? I don't give a fuck because I'm being fucking real. Here's the deal. If you're a big girl, you can fucking go out to a bar and fucking close the deal right now.
If you're a woman at a bar, you just have to be interested.
Right.
Okay.
You have to show interest.
Now, if you're a big guy, such as myself, a rather robust, Rubenesque, if you would, okay, I can't go to the fucking bar and close unless I have personality, aloofness, and that elusive something that fucking women are attracted to.
Well, let's face it.
A woman just has to show up with a vagina and she can have fucking sex. A man has to bring much more to the table. And I'm so fucking sick of this bullshit where women are like, oh, you're fat shaming me. Sweetheart, I don't care if you're 300 pounds. Somewhere there's a kid in Detroit who'd fuck the shit out of you. All right? Calm the fuck down. All right?
Just in the city limits of Detroit.
A woman can walk into a bar and goes, and say, who wants to fuck me? And she'll more than one, at least bare minimum 2. There'll be 2 people in that bar that she can pick from. A guy cannot walk into a bar and go, who wants to fuck me?
And
not walk out in handcuffs.
My hand to whatever deity, if there is one, exists. I kind of like a little bit of a more full-figured woman.
Nobody's wondering about your personal taste. Well, let's talk about.
Okay, see that's the dismissive Aaron I was waiting for.
The bigger issue here.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. Go ahead, Dad. Bring it back around.
Well, so Juliette Burton posted her opinion along with the fact that she signed this petition to have the advertisement removed on Facebook. And somebody from Protein World actually responded saying, "Why make your insecurities our problem?" And they added a little winky face on the end of it.
Nice.
Which makes it all okay.
Little dash of real.
Right, yeah.
It's like saying no disrespect and then saying the most disrespectful thing you can. Yeah.
Right. That response came like from some PR person from Protein World. Somebody else reposted that and directed it to the CEO of Protein World and asked
that's the nickname of my penis. All right, I got the CEO of Protein World. All right, sorry.
I was waiting for it, but okay.
Okay, so
I couldn't let it go. Sorry.
So it gets reposted to the CEO, and the CEO is asked in that repost if he thinks that this is acceptable. And his response is, "It sounds like Juliette had a lot of issues well before she saw the Protein World ad."
Buzzing.
Damn!
And then somebody else responds, "First you body shame, then you shame. Then you shame her for mental health condition. so foul. And the CEO responds, oh, so she does have a mental health condition.
Oh, Jesus.
Which is like, he's basically saying, that just proves my point.
That's something that I would say. That's not something if I was a CEO I would fucking say.
Right, yeah.
But why not?
Because you have more sense than that?
Everyone wants to be lied to, especially fucking women who are sensitive about their fucking body image. Especially. I mean, I don't know any other way to put it. Okay, fine. As you so succinctly fucking put it, I'm not going to get any anytime soon. Congratulations, I wasn't getting any before, so I might as well just fucking run with it. But no, it's you cannot. I mean, what is the issue here? Is the issue he said this and people are upset, or is the issue that he said this as a CEO and he should have known fucking better?
Aaron, could you please speak for the English people?
What is the issue? You know,
well, that's the other thing is like we're taking this from Americans too. You know, this is English. Like English fucking CEOs aren't like American CEOs.
The issue is the ad themselves. I mean, this is just a ridiculous conversation that happened because of the response to the ad. So I guess the tweets from Protein World then did become their own issue, but that's kind of secondary to me. I mean, like,
those were tweets or those were actual responses?
I'm sorry, this all happened on Twitter. I said Facebook,
that's
didn't
stupid.
I?
No, I'm sorry, I missed the social media aspect of it. I thought it was direct. I thought it was direct, like emails to these people. Like,
yeah, these are
man.
out there for everyone.
You don't treat Twitter that way.
You don't tweet Twitter that way.
You don't treat Twitter that way. Tweet Twitter that way. So, no, I mean, I don't know. Fuck Twitter. By the way, you can follow us on
By
Twitter.
the way, don't fuck Twitter. A lot of you listen to us, you find out about us from Twitter. We like Twitter.
Like and follow us on Twitter and Facebook. We appreciate everything.
Yeah.
You do, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, we got you.
But as far as the issue of this, like, what I wanted to get to is it okay to have something removed from something that's out in the public? Is it okay to have it removed because it personally offends you?
A single person?
Well, I mean, here in the United States, no. Like, I don't know UK's law. I don't know UK's laws. But no, there's plenty of times I'm offended out in the fucking public, dude. I mean, like,
I guess
it like the other day I was driving on Masonic to Gratiot. There was a guy standing there with like a pro-choice sign or pro-life sign, and it was a fucking dead fetus on a bed.
Dude,
and like my kids see this shit. It's like, dude, it's like 6:30 at night. My kids are seeing this high def photo of this. That's fucking offensive. But did I get out of the car? Did I call the police and say anything about it? No, somebody else will. But I mean, no, I didn't. Why? Because I explained to my kids, hey, there's some ignorance in this world, and like you're going to be forced to see images of things that you don't like, and that's just how it is.
Well, see, that goes to, if we have freedom of speech, it's either absolute or it's not. Freedom of speech is one of those very rare issues that are black or white. Yeah. Either all speech is protected, or we start fucking putting, we send the PC cops in, and it becomes Orwellian and what we can and can't say. And I mean, Jay, I remember fucking, I drive for a living. I see dudes driving around
in vans,
and they got they got the fucking aborted fetus on. Yeah,
it's a wrap around their fucking car. I see it too,
and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
My fucking kids see that shit.
Here's the thing. If freedom of speech, if it is absolute, that means you have to fight for as hard for speech you hate.
Although, on the other hand, though, to bring this back around, does a corporation have freedom of speech in such a way?
Well, they're people according to the fucking Supreme Court.
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
So they can put whatever they want in an ad.
I understand what you're getting at, Rich, but I don't know if we can call freedom of speech absolute. There are limits to it.
No, there's no limits. You're allowed to say whatever you want, but there are consequences for what you say.
Wrong. There are legal limits to freedom of speech. You cannot.
You can't yell fire in a crowded building. I got you.
Yeah, you can't spread. They put restrictions on hate speech.
Right.
So this is almost.
I don't think there should be. I think I understand that it is, but here's the thing: I'd rather have those people out in the fucking open. That way we can fucking deal with them the way we need to deal with them, which is dismiss them and fucking put them in their corner and go, you go sit over there and listen to your fucking Alex Jones shit, and you'll be all right.
Well, I don't think an advertisement like this, it puts it in the, even if it is offensive to a number of people, I don't think it puts it in the category of something that should be censored like hate speech should be.
Here's the thing. When the fuck did we, at what point has any, I know our Constitution, our Bill of Rights, but at what point in any country that's not a religious text do you have the right to not be offended? I don't. I've never fucking read.
You just can't make everybody fucking happy. That's the thing. That's the
exactly.
Flat out
People
thing.
are always going to be pissed about what you say, no matter how hard you try to for everyone to like you. Someone's going to fucking dislike you.
They're gonna dislike you because you want everybody to like you, and that's.
This is another thing that the market should handle on its own.
Exactly.
If enough people are offended by your advertisement, they will stop buying your product and your sales will suffer from it, and you will change your marketing strategy.
How about exactly? How about instead of signing a petition to have the ads removed, why didn't she start like some kind of like committee or something to like earn money to put anti-advertising, like advertising like that other company did up? That's beautiful, man. That's like that company saying, okay, you know what? You guys think this, this is what you're portraying is beautiful, but guess what? This is what we're portraying as beautiful, is the more average sized,
and that's what that other company did,
right? And that's perfect. And so, that's end of story right there. Like,
exactly.
End of story.
Exactly. Jay, thank you. You said it way more perfect and eloquently than I could have. That is it. There's no more need for conversation about
my point
this airbrushed Barbie doll looking bitch versus this chick who, hey, I'd hit it so hard.
Yeah,
shit. Right. The guy that pulled me out of it would be the next king of England. I mean, it don't fucking matter.
But also, what are you really fighting here? Are you fighting a corporation? Are you fighting the laws that allow them to put their advertisements on? Or are we really
let me finish. You know what you're fighting?
Wait.
Go.
You didn't let me finish. Or are you fighting males' perception of women and what they are attracted to? Because that is
fighting. Go ahead. Sorry.
That's a question.
You're fighting females' insecurities, is what you're fighting. Okay, women.
Yeah, but their insecurities are based on what men are attracted to.
But they have no idea, though.
That's not.
If men were attracted to 200-pound women that were kind of sloppy, they wouldn't have any body image issues.
But I don't necessarily want to look at that on a billboard.
Guys who fucking are attracted to women like that.
I am.
True.
I am. Like, whatever. I like,
so
hey,
what
man,
the fuck
big tits, big lips, and a fat ass. That's what I'm all about.
But there are plenty of guys that will fuck a fat chick, but if they see one on TV or in an advertisement, they're like, what's that fat chick doing on TV?
Right.
All I'm used to seeing is skinny blondes on TV with big boobs.
I want to see shiny on TV.
Plenty of gay guys
I just want to see shiny.
Kids.
Right.
On TV.
They don't want to fucking let their inner self be. That's their own problem. That has nothing to do with the women that are being so-called shamed. And that has to do with them guys aren't ready to come to terms with what the fuck they are. But that's their problem.
My other question is, haven't any of these women ever dated? I mean, because there's obviously, I guarantee you, been a man or woman or whatever you're into.
Or ever read an issue of Cosmo?
Or whatever you're into. Like, have you never fucking dated? If you've dated, well, there's all your insecurities thrown out the door because somebody found you attractive enough or whatever. They found you, however you find your attractiveness. I'm not saying, dude, I don't necessarily. I enjoy a woman who's fucking super intelligent over gorgeous and stupid.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Maybe it's your personality, bitch. Ever thought of that one?
Right.
Yeah.
What do you got? You've dated somebody. I bet you could. I know you could go out right now and find somebody to date right now that's going to take you for how you look and who you are and what you're all about.
You could have a humpback as long as you have a vagina.
Right.
Someone's going to find you.
Somebody's going to have you. I mean, come on. We're men. We're fucking dirty pigs. We want to see shiny things and fucking have squishy stuff.
Do you have 3 moist holes?
Yeah.
I'm interested.
3? Well, it is the 21st century. If she ain't 3 input in the swallow, you got to go, sweetheart. You're like a Betamax. They still make you? Get out of here.
Yeah. So
I do not think that's what Aaron intended for the discourse for us to be having.
Man, look.
No,
I don't know.
You bring the topic, I bring the flavor.
Getting back to the subject, though, it's fuck off. Do something about it. Quit your bitching and fucking do something about it.
Well, she would argue that she is trying to do something about it.
Signing a fucking petition and doing bullshit on social media is not doing anything.
Oh, I know some people that would disagree with you.
That's not doing anything.
Chris made a comment one time. He's like, Chris, I'm paraphrasing. I can't remember verbatim what you said, but like sharing, like if you share this if you disagree with this. He's like, that's the same as saying I'll pray for him.
Yeah,
it's a bunch of bullshit.
You're accomplishing just as much.
Well, I don't share that shit.
In another story that I heard on NPR, actually, they did a study on activism over the decades and looking at it in contrast with what's going on now with social media. And basically, what they came up with was that, especially use like 60s as a prime example, you have a small minority of people focusing their energy on issues and actually making change, right? As opposed to you have a much wider group of people that are involved in these social issues that are attempting to make change, but they're so disorganized that they're not really effective at what they're doing. So it's not...
No, they're too busy. They're too busy worried about people seeing them doing it and caring about it to actually fucking execute it.
Right, because it takes nothing to post, whereas you see somebody out in the street with the sign, well, they're impassioned about what they believe in.
What we're talking about is the difference between people who want to appear to care and people who actually give a fuck enough to go do something about it.
Coming back to the guy that was holding the sign on the street corner.
Yeah.
Come on, man. That's fucking doing something. You're out there shocking people. You're not fucking sitting on your couch drinking your Joe and fucking watching, Sleepless in Seattle for the 90th fucking time.
Right.
And typing something on your tablet. And like all of a sudden it's national news. It's out there.
Jay,
it's like,
Jay.
What's
brother,
up? What's
brother.
up?
Why Sleepless in Seattle?
I don't know, dude.
Roadhouse would have been a better one for a guy who's pro-life.
I'm not.
He's married. He's got the handicap.
I'm talking about the chick who sat on her computer and fucking wrote into a protest and then fucking tweet this, tweet that, and blah 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 blah. Boo, poor me. I'm sitting behind my computer. Poor me.
No,
wait a minute.
I totally got you. I agree with you.
Fucking problem right there.
Even though I don't agree with the gentleman who's holding a pro-life sign, with an aborted fetus, and he's like, here, look at it.
That's an
even though I don't agree with
motherfucker.
that motherfucker actually got off, like you said, got off his couch and did something.
Dude, he took the time to make the sign and fucking took the money and the time to make the sign. As cuckoo and crazy as I think his ideas are, the fact of the matter is he put himself out in a position to actually get his ass physically kicked.
Yeah. He took a
emotionally
chance.
And physically kicked. Just under the premise of, God is telling me to do this, I'm sure. Whatever sickness he has. But he's out there. Like, he's fucking standing on a street corner. Where is this bitch? Why is she not standing next to that sign with that other advertisement?
There you go.
Because she's probably a excuse me, let me use the proper nomenclature. She's probably a plus-size woman.
No, she's got an eating
sitting
disorder.
at home.
I just thought you were going to say cunt.
What's this?
eating Cheetos.
Name?
No.
What's her
I'm
name?
trying to be politically correct.
No, what's her name?
And she's going.
I don't know. I deleted the story.
I don't understand why these people are upset. And I mean, I'm pissed off. These people. You know what I'm saying?
You want the real answer? So she got called fat a few too many times in high school, and now she's got a fucking chip on her shoulder.
She stuck her finger down her throat.
Wait a minute.
Being fat.
Wait a minute. This is just the.
You didn't expect it to go this way, did you?
No, I kind of did.
You're talking to someone who got picked on his weight a lot when he was a kid. And I'm saying at this point, let it go, lady. You got older. Those boys are gone now. Most of them are probably gay. All right? Fucking.
Look at them now. They got no hair.
Unless she's
and
a
they're
fag
fat.
hag, don't worry about it. Those guys don't want you.
Just get over it. The world ain't about
like
you.
The whole thing is if it wasn't for a fitness product, I wouldn't sound like a misogynist about this. Like if it's for a product,
right.
That's where I'm coming from.
If that's the audience it's for. It's for somebody who lives in the gym. It's for somebody who eats 500 calories a day. It
might as well be a strip club ad.
Why is it misogynist to speak the truth? Man truth turns into misogyny, and I'm tired of it. Because women can fucking say anything they fucking want about guys and their bodies, and we just have to take it.
Guess what, though, Rich? We're white men. Fuck all y'all.
I forgot. Hey, I forgot. I'm getting my check on the 15th.
Yeah, remember the white trust.
My white
male.
My white boy trust. Yeah, it's white boy day.
You get $50,000 a year salary just for being born.
I forgot about that.
Why do you think they need the Social Security number on your birth certificate?
Right.
So they know where to send the money. Thank you for listening, liking, and sharing Unregimented on Facebook, following us on Twitter at UnregimentedPod. Thanks for all of the new followers on Twitter with Unregimented. Appreciate it. You can subscribe to Unregimented on iTunes for free by clicking through the iTunes banner on ChristopherMedia.net. Android users, you can find the show on Stitcher Radio. If you like what we do and you would like to show your support for us, you can donate to Christopher Media by using the PayPal button on ChristopherMedia.net. Please click through the Amazon banner and bookmark the page. It won't cost you anything extra, and when you buy something, it will help to show your support for Christopher Media. Every Monday through Friday, you can check out a new episode of our Christopher Media show. Monday and Thursday, you get Unregimented. Tuesdays, you're going to get the Weedsman Podcast Nugget, which is the precursor for the big show on Fridays. Wednesdays, you have the Projection Booth. Check those guys out, projection-booth.com. A lot of buzz starting to circle those guys. Check them out. Even we were interviewing a podcaster from Canada a few weeks back, and he shouted them out. So they got reach. People like them. Check them out every Wednesday. Projection Booth, ChristopherMedia.net. If you're looking to launch your own website, please click through the HostGator banner at ChristopherMedia.net. That's who we use to host all of the Christopher Media shows, and when you sign up for HostGator by clicking through our link, you're helping to support ChristopherMedia.net.
Let's move on from body shaming to parent shaming.
Oh, this bitch.
Oh, yeah, here we go.
Yeah.
So many people have already probably heard the story about the child that was sent to school with some Oreo cookies in their lunch. And the Oreo cookies were confiscated, and a note was sent back to be delivered to the parent, shaming them for their poor decision in providing lunch for their kids by packing cookie. I was always pissed if I didn't get some cookies.
Guarantee you this teacher is single. Continue.
No, it was... it wasn't...
Misogynist.
I don't think it was one teacher. It was like... That's just like school policy, and the whole school seemed to be behind this. This wasn't like, one teacher went rogue and they were like, she's crazy.
This has to be in the U.S., and this has to be in California.
Let me ask you, is it a nut-free school? Shut up.
Isn't that Wellesley?
Is it a nut-free school?
Rich gets the joke.
It wasn't part of the issue with the Oreo cookies. I don't know. They weren't.
No, the note was like, "Hey, listen, you're supposed to send fruits and vegetables.
This is unhealthy." Yeah, it was like, we do not consume this type of crap in our school. Yeah,
what's
you have
this
to
wee
send
shit?
fruits.
It is. Here's the note
it ain't
that
your
was
fucking kid.
Here's the note that was sent home. It's dear parents.
We're not in China, are we?
It is very important that all students have a nutritious lunch. This is a public school setting, and all children are required to have a fruit, a vegetable, and a healthy snack from home, along with milk. If they have potatoes, the child will also need bread to go with it. What? Lunchables, chips, fruit snacks, and peanut butter are not considered to be a healthy snack. This is a very important part of our program, and we need everyone's participation. Now,
all right, guys.
All I know is
I got a fucking healthy snack for whoever wrote that. All right,
dude.
You know where I'm going with this. I'm not even going to have to fucking finish this.
If I opened my bag and there was a potato in there, I was like, there damn well better be some bread to go with this.
Oh, you know what?
Who gets a potato in their fucking lunch anyway?
Guys, I got to tap out on this one. Go ahead.
All right.
I can't even. I'm going to stroke out.
Relax. Take a breath.
I can't. So
the school district.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna listen to you guys.
Rich officially has to take a deep breath.
I'm gonna let you guys do your thing. I'm gonna mute my mic and I'm just gonna listen, and I'm gonna try not to have a stroke because I can't do this. This is fucking retarded, dude. This is fucking okay. Go ahead. Please.
All right. The mother responded, if you don't mind me taking this. The mother responded, they don't provide lunch for my daughter. I provide lunch, said Lisa Pearson. That's the mother's name. It's between me and the doctor in terms of what's healthy for her.
Yeah.
Pearson said she's not a problem parent. Her daughter has attended the school since last fall. Pearson said she just doesn't agree with the school's position and couldn't get an explanation from the school's director. She would not talk to us, said Pearson. The school district said it's not typical for notes like this to go home, but it's not uncommon for many preschools to adopt policies and rules regarding packed lunches because of food allergies and overall commitments to healthy choices. Now, here's where my fucking stupid. Yeah, here's where my fucking problem is. It is not up to the school to decide what's healthy for my kid.
Yeah.
I understand the allergy issue. I do. Okay. So
Sure.
I get it. So if they would have come out and said Oreo cookies are made in a factory, that there's peanuts, hey, boom, done deal. You can't say fucking diddly dick. But when
Right.
you're talking about nutrition and you're forcing your fucking nutritious quote unquote beliefs on my kids, fuck you. A potato and fucking bread? Go fuck yourself. What is this, fucking Ireland? I mean, this is,
I don't know if potato was the preferred vegetable, but they're just like, if it's a potato.
Yeah, like it says right in here.
Can I get some gruel to go with that?
This is very important. Along with milk, if they have potatoes, the child will also need bread to go along with it.
Right.
So probably saying like a
Are those
potato
both
chip,
starches?
like instead of saying a potato chip, they need to have some bread.
maybe. I don't know.
But they, because hey, how do you say potato chip's not healthy if it's a kettle chip or whatever? If it says it's healthy on the packaging,
Right.
how the fuck do you can't,
Is this a public school?
Yes.
Because here's how I could tell how I don't have children.
Yeah. No,
My
this is a
response
public
would
school.
be, shut the fuck up. I pay your salary.
Nope.
I will send to school with my kid what I.
You know what the
send
response
school with
is
my
to
kid.
that? I'm sorry, you're going to have to find another school that is more with your thinking, because that's exactly what I was told when I was and you guys can bash the fuck out of me for this. My wife and I are did delayed vaccines on my kids.
Yeah.
It wasn't until they're in school. We had this in another episode. But the school said your child must either have a doctor's appointment within the next week or they're not allowed to come back to school.
But that's different. But
how is that
that's
any
putting
different?
the rest of the kids at risk because that's not like
Right.
we don't think your child should have Oreos. That's a big like your kids bringing Oreos to school won't affect the other kids.
But it does, because there's a peanut allergy and Oreos aren't fucking.
But this has
made-
nothing to do with allergies.
But
That's the whole thing.
I know it doesn't, but what I'm saying, if they would have brought it across that way, the school should have handled it that way.
Mm-hmm. Well, here's another spin on it, because I understand that this mother is mad at the school. Should she really just be mad at all the number of parents across the nation that can't seem to feed their kids a healthy meal? And that's the reason why the schools feel like they're kind of forced to be in this situation of policing the meals?
That's the thing, is like the schools have been the problem. Your kids are in school, man.
Uh-huh.
You see the kids that are not taken care of as much as your kids are. I'm sure. I mean, you don't pick your kids up a whole lot, but there's kids there, like my kids' school.
You make assumptions based on what you see. Yeah.
No, my kids' school. I'm pretty. My wife is pretty involved with the school, and I'm very aware of what's going on. There's actually kids that they didn't have a coat all winter long. Like
Yeah,
their parents
really?
didn't send them to fucking school with a coat. They were wearing long sleeve shirts.
Jesus Christ.
So what does the school do when it's too cold outside? There's no recess.
Yeah.
Because there's kids with no coat. So
Right.
all the kids whose parents fucking are responsible and, clothe their children according to the weather that's actually outside,
Right.
have to suffer because this kid's parents are negligent or ignorant.
Oh, here comes this point. You mean kind of like printing the street signs in Spanish?
No, no, I wasn't going there.
But it's the same. It's the same mindset.
But no, what I'm saying though is like, okay, so now
Here, you don't want to try, so now we're going to put ourselves out. Since you
Right.
don't feel the need
So-
to make the effort, we're going to put ourselves out
I
instead.
don't know where I was going at this point, but anyways, it's
the same mindset.
Yeah, it's like what they're basically trying to do is create a quote unquote, for lack of a better term, sterile environment for everybody to come to school. And that's what they're doing. And unfortunately, it turns into policing everything that goes on.
Mm-hmm.
And they even they're going as far as, and conspiracy theory time right now is like sending these electronic devices home that actually can essentially spy on your children at any time that they feel like it.
Yeah, that's great.
So
What is this?
that's another story.
Okay.
Well, they're sending out like iPad. My kid can bring home an iPad. I don't allow it because you, as a parent, have to sign a piece of paper stating that the school is allowed to access all aspects of the iPad,
including
at any
the microphone and camera,
anytime they see fit.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So essentially, it's coming into my home
Yeah, no.
on my network
No.
that I pay for, and their device is allowed to be monitored. No, fuck you. And I'm not allowed to manipulate. And the other thing is I'm not allowed to manipulate anything on said iPad to shut that off. I mean, I can not allow it on my network.
I'd walk around with no pants on after they went to bed every night.
And the thing is that as a society, we are so in love with new technology that we will agree to anything.
We don't believe in pants in this household.
Click yes, whatever your terms and agreements are. Like, just get me to the website. Let me see some porn. Let me have an iPad. Let me get this new watch.
Right.
What kind of classes did you have?
I'm not talking about school. I'm talking about technology.
Rich, you all right? Did you have a stroke?
He's whacking it. Yeah. So thing is like, where is the school? Where does their reach stop?
Yeah.
You know, like if you're parenting inappropriately according to the school, they're going to, because that's basically what that note says. Is like you're not appropriately parenting your child. It's how that should have been handled was you actually remove the cookies, right? You send them back home with the kid and you tell the parent, due to peanut allergies or whatever, we're not allowed to have this type of blah, 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 out of respect for students with allergies. And here is our nutritional guideline that we recommend that you follow. Again, being lied to, but you're getting your point across.
Right.
But so the school comes out, just like that CEO in the last portion of our segment, comes out, basically says, go fuck yourself. Here's what we're doing. We don't fucking care what you think, and you're an idiot. So
I don't know. It seems like we've just gone too far with this. The amount at a certain point, it was too little involvement in the kids' lives from the school, and it really should be reserved for instances of abuse.
Billy showing up with 2 black eyes is a far worse problem than showing up with a couple of Oreos.
Even like just not having a proper home environment at all, and showing up with like dirty clothes or no jacket or no lunch at all and stuff like that. These are situations where the school kind of has to step in and find out what's going on at home. I'm fine with that, but they've gone too far with it. They are now trying to micromanage these kids' lives.
Yep.
And the parents' lives there. In the same respect.
Yeah, the parents were forced to follow strict guidelines,
Right.
And they're not. I mean, that's,
guys, it seems like they want parents to be helicopter parents.
Well,
they're actually encouraging them to be that. And that is not something that you should aspire to be as a parent.
No,
because that's part of what school is this environment where you let go of your kids a little bit. And this is the start. Even in kindergarten, this is the start of you finding your own persona outside of the family unit.
Right. Here's your life. You're starting your life.
Yeah.
It's restrictive now, and it's going to get less restrictive, and then it's going to get a lot more restrictive when you're doing it all on your own.
Right. Instead of doing this, like trying to micromanage students at the time that they are attending school, I think the school should focus more on giving these kids direction for what they do once they're out of school. And I'm not even talking about, like, not everybody goes to college.
Right.
But how many people graduate from high school and don't know how to fucking balance a checkbook?
Yeah.
Oh, a lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
Well, it's not part of core math, dude.
Don't understand
core.
how a credit card works and how interest compounds.
It's not.
What did you say? Not part of Common Core?
Yeah, it's not part of Common Core, dude.
Yeah, I know, right?
Core. Like, can we just end this fucking
ridiculousness?
This experiment failed. Okay.
Yeah. Leave it alone. Drop it.
Hey, here's another thing George Bush was wrong on.
Yeah.
Right? Go figure.
Fuck yourself.
Yeah, no child left behind.
After he landed on that, first landed on the aircraft carrier. Mission accomplished.
Right.
No, not really.
Oh, yeah.
Second, Common Core. No child left behind.
Yeah, how is no child left behind? Oh, the ones that were behind we removed from the list.
Right, yeah. Right. Oh, yeah, they actually made it more restrictive for teachers by doing No Child Left Behind. So now there's like a child on the autistic scale in one of my kids' in kindergarten, my oldest boy's kindergarten class, that he gets away with hitting other kids. What do? They put him in his timeout, quote-unquote timeout, or he has special time in another class. But this interrupts
my
child.
To jail when he gets older.
This interrupts my child's learning environment what's up with this like fucking anti-bullying shit, and then I see bullying going on.
Guys, when we were growing up, if you were that kid, or if you knew a new kid that was like hitting other people in like kindergarten, didn't they put him in special ed, emotionally impaired classes?
No, but now they just leave the kid in the same classroom until he acts up, and then so the teacher is taxed and cannot spend as much time with the other students as she does with this student, even though there's a helper that comes in that understands his scale and brings him out of class.
Right.
But the fact of the matter is it's kind of like, calling 911. They're not there for 5 to 10 minutes, so there's interruption in class time 2-3 times a day. That's a half hour taken out of my, 20 minutes to a half hour taken out of mine and other children's learning time, and they have to like be witness to, and I don't mind them being witness to it, but they have to be subjected to this kid's bullying and being an asshole and beating the shit out of them or whatever, hitting for nothing or throwing something for nothing. And it's like, and then when that kid gets if my kid were to retaliate, I would get in a shitload of trouble, and that kid would still stay in class, and he's special needs,
so we can't.
So we have different laws to and this is actually what's been told to me was the kid's special need. I can't remember what they call it, SE or something like that.
Yeah.
And
special exception.
Yeah, all right. So he's protected by more laws than my kid is.
Yeah.
And it's like I fucking flat out told the principal, if this kid hits my kid and my kid hits that kid back, he ain't in any trouble when he comes home.
Yeah.
Like, that's the laws of my house. Now, you'll be...
I don't know. I'm pretty sure that
she's
Jay,
like,
you might
like
have had this when you were young.
Can't be like that.
If you got bullied at school, you'd come home and say something, and they'd be like, "Whoop his ass."
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I didn't get bullied at school. So
okay.
Yeah.
I got bullied in school, and I come home, and they were like, "Whoop his ass," and I'm like, "What if I get in trouble?" They were like, "Fuck him up outside of school."
That's what
my directive was: do not start it, but always defend yourself.
Exactly.
That's what was told to me.
That's a better way of putting it, but that's not the way my family put it.
That's how my dad told me. He's like, if you come home from a fight and you started it, I'm beating your ass. If you come home and you didn't start it, hey, just make sure you finished it.
Yeah.
No, my mom flat out told me, she's like, if you come home and you're fucked up and you told me that someone was picking on you and you let him beat you up, I'm going to fuck you up and then send you out there to fuck him up. Well, and until you fuck him up, you ain't coming back in the house.
My parents didn't have a conversation like that with me. They just went, this kid's going to get his ass kicked. We got to move.
I mean, there were several times where they got, they were called and your son was in a fight, and what happened? Well, the kid hit him and he hit him back. Okay, yeah.
And,
well, but go home. They're like, you're not in trouble. You hit back. Yeah. Kid.
Yeah. Who threw the first punch was always a big deal in my family.
Yep.
Yeah. Did you throw the first punch?
Hell no.
And I mean, as my father used to put it so eloquently, you start some SH, you're in trouble. But if you end with some IT, because someone else started with some SH, you're good. And I'm like, okay, Dad, thank you.
You're fixing computers?
That's all I need to know.
And Rich went,
so I got
shit, that spells shit.
Dad said shit.
So Dad, I have to fix his computer?
No, my father was a truck driver. My father spoke.
Yeah, I know. Spoke like a dude.
Fluent fucking
Yeah, I do that. So. My mother-in-law cringes when she hears me talking to my kids sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, get your ass over here.
Do you know what a whore is, Rich?
Shit. Fuck. I dropped the F word.
Why are we talking?
Anyways.
No, I'm not going to say that. That would be rude.
So, if the school had these guidelines in place before the mother sent the Oreos in, then that's the mother's fault for not knowing the rules.
Look, guys, I understand the whole...
Should there be rules on your kid's diet outside of precautions for the safety of others?
Okay, and that's what I'm getting at. I understand the whole...
It's fucking America.
Don't bring peanut butter cookies to school because apparently we have a bunch of fucking children in this country who, if they look at a peanut, they'll fucking drop dead. But
don't say that any more condescending or anything.
No, you know what? You know what's happening?
No, I do. Growing up, everyone fucking ate peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and everyone lived.
Because this whole peanut allergy thing started with some kids having legitimate peanut allergies and a lot of parents reacting to that blindly and just going, well, I'm not taking the chance. I'm not giving my kid any peanut butter. And you know how they cure peanut allergy? They're working on a cure for peanut allergies that involves
peanuts.
is an immersion
introducing the person to small amounts of
peanut butter.
Where the hell is George Washington?
It's immersion
Carver?
therapy.
Yeah. George Washington Carver, where you fucking need him, man. Hey, motherfucker, reinvent that shit. You got Nutella. Shut the fuck up.
like seriously, we deliver to a lot of schools, and we have our pita platters come with a pita, pickles, cookies, and chips. And our chips, no peanut oil.
Thank you.
But our cookies, we have 3 types. We have oatmeal raisin, chocolate chip, peanut butter. If it's going anywhere near a school, if you're delivering to a school, you don't even touch the peanut butter chip cookies. You know, it's all chocolate chip and oatmeal raisin. And those are the 2.
You bring chocolate chip cookies into a school?
Yeah, I know.
It's outrageous.
I know, right?
Generation Puss. That's going to be their name.
Dude, okay, Chris, you know the bit I'm about to quote. It was the Doug Stanhope. We're going to be the first generation that hates on the previous generation, but in the opposite way. It used to be,
I used to do crank off a stripper's ass.
Yep, exactly. And here's proof that that was prophetic. When he said that, I went to go post that on someone's shit on Facebook, and Facebook wouldn't allow me to post it from YouTube. They said, This has been flagged as inappropriate for Facebook. And I was like, thank you for fucking seriously.
Right. And inappropriate not because of the language he uses, but because of the ideas that he's trying to spread.
Exactly.
These are dangerous ideas.
Exactly. I've said this before, like, I don't know, a couple months ago on the podcast, but we are in a version. Our world right now is a version of 1984 and Brave New World.
Yep.
We're just a mixture of those of Orwell and Huxley, and we're fucked. I don't know any other way to get out of it besides tear the motherfucker down and start building again.
Rich, here you go, man.
Now you sound like Ultron.
Because that's
My man.
It's one of the loopholes in the law. They keep in the smoking bans. They keep, if it's part of a theatrical production, a loophole in the law because they don't want to fuck up some faggy Tennessee Williams production, ruin the integrity of the show. So they leave this.
God damn it! What's with our internet tonight?
Dude, your internet sucks, sir.
Open for me. If the cigarette bothers you because you're envious,
vote
next time. How about that? Vote, yeah, every now and then. Figure out what the fuck's going on in your community. No, you don't vote. You got shit to do. Leave it to old people with breathing problems who will never come here. This whole fucking generation is so unbelievably sad. If you're just getting to like partying age, you're fucked. There's nothing going on in this country anymore. It's done.
Oh, he was just getting warmed up, too.
It's just a suck generation. It's the most boring fucking generation in the history of people. It's all dumbed down and watered. When's the last time you heard stories about rock and roll bands chucking TVs out of hotel windows or any of that shit that used to be fun? Like, there was fun in the world. Some of this is going to make me sound like a grumpy old fuck, and I am. But I have just cause. There's, as people get older, the older you get, the more bitchy you get, because that's just natural. The more you've done shit, the more jaded you get. But I think we're going to be the first generation of old people. As soon as someone gets old, they complain about the new kids. And, these kids today, look, they're crazy. It's always that it used to be always that the new generation was too deviant. These kids are out of control. They're crazy. They're immoral. Look at what they're doing. In our day, if we wanted fun, we just went to a barn dance, and we didn't even finger fuck till we were like 35 years old. Today, it was always that the new generation was over the top, and we're going to be the first generation of elderly people complaining, but in the opposite fashion, where we're going, look at these half faggots. We used to do crank off of titty dancers and shit. It was no one got hurt. We had a lot of fun. We got some good stories and herpes out of the deal. It was a good time.
The blisters bring me back.
These pussies, they drink a Red Bull for some pep. and they'd prefer if you went on the patio for a cigarette. The closest they come to a fist fight is on a message board somewhere. You that my girl? I'm gonna delete you from my MySpace friend.
MySpace, that's all
Block
this is.
user in your future, faggot. They're about to start piss testing for adrenaline in the workplace. That's how sad this country's getting. Shaking your urine in front of you. Is that yours, Donnie? It looks a little cloudy. Have you been having fun on the weekend? Are we not enough fun for you here at the Verizon Wireless family? I think you're a team player. That's why I love hearing people go, oh, that town, that's like 20 years behind the times, that fucking place. Book me. I had fun 20 years ago. But I can still smoke indoors? Oh, I got ecstasy, still pure, uncut, and readily available? Oh, shit. What cavemen they must be.
So we hate women, but that's what we gathered from today.
No,
we're all misogynist assholes.
Yes, we're going to retreat to our caves.
Jesus Christ. Here we go. All right, go ahead.
But,
Finish
you know,
it.
no fat chicks. Not our policy.
Man, that's no.
I said it's not our
Fat
policy.
chicks are allowed. I mean, dude, Chris, you and I both.
We're not starting the whole argument over again.
I said it's not our policy.
We got some big women in our team photo. You know. Come on, stop lying.
My team photo's got a good offensive line in it, you know.
I've fucked the gamut.
Does the gamut know about it?
I just
most of them.
Man, all I picture Aaron fucking is a bunch of chicks that look like fucking Emma Watson after a crack binge. Just real skinny and redhead and pale. That's it.
Okay.
Could be worse. It's quite odd. Could be worse.
It does tend to veer towards the skinnier chicks.
Yeah. See,
but I've been everywhere.
When you look up porn, you got to be really safe about what keywords you type into Google, right? In other words, you don't want the door kicked open and Chris Hansen to be like, "Have a seat." Like you can't look up like you know.
The sting doesn't come to you, Rich. Haven't you ever seen an episode? You have to go to Chris Hansen.
No. What he's referring to is if you specifically try and find skinny, small-breasted women, which can be totally hot. It takes you into some dangerous territory, and you're just like, oh fuck, not there. No,
Yep.
not that. Yeah.
Yeah, see, he knew what I was talking about.
So, proposal one, right? I'm going to get into some politics.
Proposal one, how long is it?
Post some local politics.
I thought the topical one was supposed to be.
It's okay.
It doesn't matter because
we didn't start.
This is a Michigan thing.
It's a Michigan thing.
Plus, I can throw it into the first one by the magic of
Fago.
Well,
Fago.
There we go.
Better Made in Fago.
Would you say Fago?
Fago. Yeah.
Better Made and Verner's.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay, so proposal one.
Proposal one. Okay. If anybody doesn't know, it was
they don't.
it was like there was actually like 10 parts of it. And I'm gonna try to recite it. We'll see if I can.
Okay.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna pull up the parts because I'm an idiot. But anyways, this was a proposal to take out taxes on fuel, on diesel and regular, fuel and consumer fuel, and add 1% to our sales tax, or 1 penny, as they tried to bill it, because 1 penny sounds less than 1%. So we would have gone from a 6% sales tax to a 7% sales tax.
But also, I mean, the idea was to collect more tax and not just replace the fuel tax, right? Because the idea was to fix the roads.
Yeah,
that's what they were going to do with this money.
I see where they're trying to go, and I kind of appreciated it, but the fact that, like, our fuel taxes... Anyways, I'm getting off topic here.
Sorry.
It's all right. So, in the long run, it was like $496 million in revenue would have been lost on the fuel tax, but $1.4 billion was going to be made extra on the 1% sales tax. So it was kind of like, it was a worthy loss because they actually gained. It's not a loss per se. So instead of double taxing us,
it was.
I appreciate the way they were going because they're trying to like not double tax us as much. But they wanted more of that tax, those taxes, to go to the roads, and they wanted it in the Constitution. Right? So it sounds fucking great. Sounds fucking beautiful. But
yeah, this was a plan to like not just fix the roads now, but have a plan in the future to keep them in working condition.
Right. And there was also some of that money was supposed to be, taken, instead of some money going to slush fund, general fund stuff, it would have secured it up for the schools a little bit more.
Yeah.
Right. So essentially, we would have been taxed even more so than if we just leave it the way it is now. And if they would have just changed the fucking amendment or just try, it didn't have to go to a vote. This was a fucking ploy to try to get us to pay 1% more tax.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I feel about it, because they're already generating, $496 million a year. Oh, and the other point of this too was the other problem was a percentage of the money from the tax that was going to be added would actually have to go towards our deficit, like our grants that we received for roads from federal loans.
Okay.
Yeah, that was that little.
Yeah.
We're going to slide this in.
Right. That was totally sliding it in. So they just basically tried covering a nasty cake over with fucking, pretty icing. Oh, roads and education. Like they thought they were going to slide that shit by us.
Yeah.
And didn't fucking work. And I'm actually very happy to hear that it didn't work this time.
It failed by
80%.
It was 7, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So the stats were
80% against.
There was 1.75 million people over 1.75 million people voted, which is kind of that's statewide.
Right.
Really, that's fucking weak.
Yeah.
But,
okay, wait a minute, hold a sec.
Mm-hmm.
How bad did it fail?
All right, I'm getting to that. So there's 1.75 million people voted. 384,000 people voted yes to it. And that puts over 1.4 million people voted no.
Right.
So that's flat out go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Which is great. But the last time that, I'm just worried with this administration that, they don't read the signs of the people that we actually spoke and said no. Now they're going to turn around with some backhanded bullshit and do it under the radar and behind closed doors. So, I mean, they've been known to do that. They did that with right to work because, they tried to get the one proposal in that actually made it okay basically to unionize and put that in the Constitution, which I didn't feel was right. But the backlash of that was closed door, and they passed right to work. But anyways, I'm not going into that. I'm sticking on this. So, what's next? What
By
are
the
they
way,
going
preach,
to do?
brother, on the right to work shit, but not tonight.
It's cool.
Not tonight.
Not tonight. So I'm staying on the roads. So, the shitty thing is where we lost out because they made this bullshit bill instead of trying to fucking actually fix the problem and put the existing monies in the proper locations. They need to reallocate their budget is what all they need to fucking do.
I think that's what the people were telling
prioritize.
Yeah, the people were saying that voted this down were saying, what did you do with the money that we already gave you?
Yeah, right. We just got a fucking a tax. We just got taxed last year on our fuel tax went up. Mm-hmm. And it's prices come down and you tax the fucking fuel more. And it's okay, what happens when it's back to $4 a gallon? We're going to still be getting nailed harder on that tax.
And fucking car registration keeps going up.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's supposed to pay for the roads.
Yeah, who the fuck is allocating this shit? What did it say? Anything that comes from any type of transportation funding actually just goes into a general slush fund. What the fuck?
Yeah.
What do we pay you fucking
That
people
was the
to
whole
do?
idea. The gas taxes and the registration taxes are all supposed to keep the roads in working order.
How about fix that shit and tell us you did it for free and actually saving us money? Come on. They can do it. They could totally do it.
Right. Yeah, this is like your landlord telling you, hey, I'm going to fix that hole in the roof, but I got to raise your rent in order to do so.
Yeah, right. No,
motherfucker,
dude,
no, you should have had that hole fixed already.
that was part of my rental agreement.
Right.
Hey, man, I'm paying to be maintenance free here.
It's down there somewhere.
It's down there somewhere.
With us.
So what I'm
Essentially,
happy about,
that's
though,
what we did yesterday.
Yeah, what I'm happy about is this was
We're where's the fucking money, Lebowski?
This was a resounding stance against a very successful administration. they've been very successful with getting what they want across and through, because Michigan, like the conservative people of Michigan are like pissed, so they're going to vote for right wing at this point, and there's just happens to be more people that are right wing in Michigan that go out and vote.
Michigan's dirty secret is outside of Detroit, it's very red.
Yeah.
The media paints it as a blue state, but those of us who live in it know. You get outside of Detroit, yeehaw, motherfucker.
Man, you even get out of the Tri-County area.
Holy shit.
For sure. I saw when I lived out there. There is a distinct difference between people on the west side of this state and people on the east side of this state.
The majority of the state is populated by rednecks that came up from the south looking for factory jobs.
Right.
Yep.
And then deciding to move out into the country.
Don't get me wrong. Hey, more power to them. They were looking for a living, but
happy,
that's where my family comes from.
I have renewed hope in humanity after that proposal was shot down so hard.
I don't go to the airport.
No, I know.
You'll be all shot to hell in 5 minutes. Hey, we're evolving as a race. Oh no, wait, I went to the airport. No, we're not.
Dude, I know it's cultured, my son. Walking to an airport's like 20 years of culture.
Guys, oh God, I don't even know if I should bring this up at this late point in the.
Well, we got about another 15 minutes max.
All right. I know this is a subject very dear to Jay's heart, and it's a subject dear to mine. The $15 an hour, minimum wage. Man, the more I stop and think about it, the more I'm like.
It ain't the fix, though. That's the fucking problem.
I just.
Rich, you're saying you're changing.
I can't. No. I'm dealing with people that when I start asking myself, are they worth $15 an hour?
Oh, there we go. Come to the dark side.
Do you have cookies? I'll be there. But no, I'm like. My God, man. These people are fucking functionally retarded.
Yeah, I used to have to deal with that talent pool on a daily basis. I'm saying those people are not worth $15 an hour. Now, I'm the home healthcare workers and the EMTs. I'm on those people's sides. Those people, they take care of people. The EMTs can save your life. But I fucking pay those people $15 an hour. Pay those people $20 an hour. But I'm saying some fucking dipshit who you taught to fucking pick up a bucket that's beeping at you after a certain predetermined amount of time. That person does not deserve $15 an hour. And the kind of people who apply for those jobs do not deserve $15 an hour. I've had people beg me for jobs. Please, sir, I need this job. Oh, man, all right, I'll give you a shot. And then they don't fucking show up. That kind of shit.
And people are only going to pay so much for a burger.
Well, here's my problem. Is that I Five Guys proves that wrong, but I mean, Five Guys, it's like what, $7 for a fucking cheeseburger?
Mm-hmm. I walk out.
I mean, just a cheeseburger, no fries, no drink, no nothing. It used to be fucking 3-4 years ago you could get.
Yeah, but they're not McDonald's.
A Whopper meal for fucking $5, and
the fix, man. Honestly, the as far as the $15 an hour goes.
Well, Jay, let me say. Can I say this?
Yeah.
And I really want your opinion on this, but I want to say what I have to say.
Go for it.
I don't feel that $15 an hour is a proper wage to ask for. Now, when you start any negotiation, you always ask for more than you were expecting. And if you're the person being negotiated with, you always offer less than you're willing to give. That's where we need to meet in the middle. And I would say about $10 an hour minimum wage is fair.
Well, I mean, it's $8.75 in Michigan. It's almost there. It'll be there, I think, but in the next couple of years.
Yeah,
it'll be there in 2017 or 18.
I mean, brother, I was the restaurant manager. I was making $15 an hour. If you broke down my salary to hourly, what I worked a week,
$15 an hour for fucking flipping burgers is ridiculous.
Yeah.
First of all, let's just be honest. No one's gonna fucking get that without years of experience, and you run that motherfucker. I mean, you can run that motherfucker. You could do fucking $300 hours with you and an insider, and you run it. Then, yeah, you're worth $15 an hour. All right,
Yeah, but I'm saying some dipshit who's going to quit in a month because I won't give him Friday off because 8 other people asked for it before him does not deserve $15 an hour.
No, he doesn't, but he deserves 10.
It's not the $15 an hour thing, okay? It's living wage. Like, if I can pay everybody $15 an hour and it reduces the amount of people that are on welfare and using welfare and can get off the state's teat so that we can have, as a state, better things. And I'm not trying, I understand your points of view as far as like the cost of things, like going up. My fix to that would be if the minimum wage goes up to $15 an hour, it has to come out of the company's profit and not like come out of the people's pocket. And that's how I feel about it.
You mean not like that dipshit in San Francisco?
No, and I know, like, you know, that doesn't sound fair on a fucking corporate side of things. It's just, dude, it's too. These corporations are allowed to be way too fucking money hungry, without any type of accountability, and they can fucking treat their employees like, okay, so we have to offer health insurance for anything over 36 hours, right? So we're working you 32, and then you're only going to get paid minimum wage. So how the fuck do you provide for your family? Okay, like I understand the dipshits that don't show up to work and blah 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 blah, but that's got to be a minority.
Or what about the people who have the job and then say, you can't work me over this amount of hours or I'll lose my assistance? That's still going to happen. You put it up to $15 an hour, it's still going to happen. Instead of 30 hours, it's going to be like, and just because you can only work me 20 hours because then I'll lose my assistance.
And just because you give a 20-year-old $15 an hour doesn't mean he's going to use that extra money to go out and get health care or anything that...
oh, good Lord, no.
I understand.
Most of my 20s was me making sure, like, will this injure me?
Point. And my point with $15 an hour, it is not about... I'm not talking about even raising anybody's wage, but how about, like, lowering corporations' profit so that, and I know that's a fucking crazy idea. I know, but dude, lowering people
right now, you're pissing on the third rail.
Yeah, right. Lowering corporations' profits.
How about people raising their standards?
Well, dude, it's not going to happen. Okay, so either we're going to have a welfare state or we're going to have a state where like we can get the majority of the people to fucking actually work and pay into our taxes. If I have more people paying into the taxes, we have less people on welfare. We have a better fucking society, and that's where I'm coming from. I'm not saying anything about the $15 an hour. That's a quote unquote living wage. Hey, that's just the number we're seeing. And are people worth it? No, there's a lot of people that work where I work and do what I do that are not fucking worth the wage that they make. But you know what? They have a fucking family. They've made a way to provide for that family, and now they don't have to be on fucking any kind of state assistance. I'm about that, dude. That's what I'm about. Get people off of our fucking tax dollars. I'm sick of working for other fucking people to either not have to or to have to work a system so that they can make the most out of their most of the money that they possibly can. You know, I just want this fucking system gone. Like, I just want to find another system that people are actually going to be...
You mean capitalism?
You could, yeah. Like, you could fucking...
Thank you, Jay. Thank you, Jay.
It is capitalism. And it's like, okay, people need to understand that. Like, hey, I go to work, I make money. If I want to make more money, I can either fucking get myself better training, I could do this or I could do that. But
yeah, but that's also not putting caps on what a company can make, what kind of profits they're able to turn.
If people are making a living wage, I don't give a fuck if it's $1 an hour and everything's so goddamn cheap that you can live off $1 an hour. If people are making a fucking living wage, I don't care how much a corporation fucking makes after that. I really don't.
Right.
Because the people are provided for.
But if we're what you're saying is if we're going to get this ball rolling in the right direction, it's gonna cut out of the company's profit. It should cut out of the company's profit.
But in the long run, it's going to increase their profit because you have a stronger you have a stronger fucking cash flow consumer base. You have a stronger consumer base, and that's where
in a more ideal world where people are more forward thinking, they would understand that there are a lot of benefits from retaining good workers and paying them a decent wage, and it would be worth it for you to lose profits out of that. And not only that, but to have possibly even a better product to present. You know, no, it's just a fucking burger, but if you want to make the argument that like, you shouldn't pay these guys anymore because they can't even make a fucking burger right, well, maybe they would actually make a burger right if they were making a living wage and enjoyed their job more because of it and were a little more comfortable where they were.
Right. It gives them self-worth.
Yeah. Self-worth.
Worth.
Yes.
Right. I mean, hey, it's.
But I mean, that goes. Let's file that under. It will never happen.
Guys,
Right.
give me
Just
one
won't.
second. Give me one
in
second.
a perfect world.
The average salary of CEOs of the top Fortune 500 companies have went up.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Right.
huge,
Dramatically.
And
huge.
you know what, dude?
In the last 30, 40 years, but the average worker of the guys that are on the line flipping them burgers, making your fries. Hey, you want fries with that? Whatever.
Or putting together the cars.
Dude, Henry
What
Ford
the
did
fuck
it.
ever hasn't. It's went down.
Right.
There is a fucking problem here. That is a fucking problem. The people that ran these corporations into the ground to where we had to get a government loan to keep GM going, but they're CEOs. So
But these people have put the people in power that have allowed these businesses to operate.
Well, here's
like
the problem.
That.
I kind of pigeonholed Jay by trying to call him out as anti-capitalist, but that is really a broad brush to paint this problem with. To say this is capitalism gone awry. It's it's outgrown itself, but
Jay,
I think the misunderstanding.
You and I agree on this shit.
The misunderstanding here is that capitalism doesn't mean unregulated. There still has to be regulation of businesses in this country.
I'm saying more regulations on business.
Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
Right.
And also, well, you'd have to get the money out of politics to solve any of this shit.
I know.
Right?
Well, I mean, come on. That's never going to happen.
It's a nice pipe dream.
The first step in solving this problem, strangely enough, would be publicly funded.
Yeah, lobbyists.
Races.
Oh, you're a lobbyist?
Yeah.
Hey, now you got to go flip fries. Your job doesn't exist anymore. Go flip fries. Yeah. That's
now you're
what's
glad
gonna
you're getting
have
that
to happen.
$15 an hour.
Yeah. Hey, and let that motherfucker try to live on $15 an hour.
All I know is the Waltons make like $1 million an hour. So
I think that's a good spot to wrap it up.
I know for me the wage is so low personally. It's motivation. Like, don't get back to that.
No,
Yeah.
I get that.
Well, no,
I get
of
that.
course,
I
of
do
course.
get that, dude. And honestly, $15 an hour, that's like, I know, see, I'm also about a tiered fucking system as far as minimum wage is concerned as well. You know what I mean? Like,
For a nice chunk of 2011, I was living on $11 an hour. That was fucking fun.
Yep, I did that back in 2002. I was living off fucking $10 an hour.
But I dare say that a good part of that is because you figured out how to live on $11 an hour.
Well, I had no choice.
Hey, I'm getting by.
Okay. Just because
you don't have any
just
choice.
because you are living in a situation that forces you to accept something that is inhumane doesn't mean, hey, that situation's cool. Hey,
No, it wasn't. I was busting my ass to get out of it as quickly as possible.
But the thing is, a lot of people are like, work. I got to work even harder to make more money. Well, I'll just stay where I'm at, and I'll collect some unemployment, or I'll collect not unemployment, but like welfare or whatever. I'll just make like under the poverty line. That's really easy, and then the government assistance will bring me up above it.
It'll breed complacency.
Yeah, and then why do I got to try hard? Because now I'm in.
I don't agree with that.
I mean, guys, look, I haven't had this conversation with you. Ed, the guy at work I had problems with, he flat out looked at me. He was like, you need to get the fuck out of what you're doing. You would be a very good fucking manager, GM of a store. Go find that fucking job and do it. Stop being scared of it. Do it. And I was like, there's some motherfucker who was calling me everything but a fucking white male child of God fucking couple months ago. So you have to know what you're worth, and you have to be aggressive about it. But the bottom line is, I think everyone should be able to work a job that can pay for them, that can sustain their life. If you work 40 hours a week,
Dude,
why should you not? What? Tell me a reason someone that works 40 hours a week shouldn't be able to fucking sustain their own life.
Complacency shouldn't be rewarded.
Okay. The two libertarians went at the same time. Go ahead.
I said complacency shouldn't be rewarded.
And I said they already spent that money on their television.
That's what
that's what fuels our fucking economy, because they spent that money on their television.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
And that's what capitalism's all about. That's what they should be doing. You make more money. They would make more money. They would make more money if they pay these people correctly.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm talking like a skilled person. I understand that, like, you know, McDonald's, dude, it's got to be a tier system. You know what I mean? There's got to be something like
but there has to, that glass ceiling has to be removed.
Yeah.
To where, unless you enter management.
I'm not focusing
Man,
on
if you've been at McDonald's for 20 years, you should probably be, and you're not a manager, maybe that means you don't have leadership skills. You should still be fucking making $15 an hour. I won't even, because you're obviously a good employee.
How does that help? Being a good employee in that situation isn't helping you.
Have you ever
maybe you should have done something else.
One good employee can fucking kill or make your rush go easy. One good employee who can.
Yeah.
But if you truly are good, you're not kept.
You're sitting there looking at the make line.
If you truly are good, you're not kept there for 20 years.
And if you're truly driven to do something, you don't stay there for 20 years.
But if that's what you want to do,
if that's what you want to do,
then and you're not allowed to make a living wage.
So you should be fucking punished for it. I got you.
Yeah.
Complacency shouldn't be rewarded.
What if I want to fucking work on something at home, but I need a 40-hour work week? You know what I mean? Like I want to be a writer or something, and you know, I don't know. I just, you know, I just think it would help solve a lot of our economic issues. And I understand you know, people might, you know, you might not think people are worth it, but I mean, I think everybody's, you know, anybody who's willing to get a job and work a job to the best of their ability. And I know, like, some people don't, a lot of people might not, but I just feel that there needs to be a living wage.
They should be able to
I'm not
provide for a family and not be on government assistance.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Right. Like, if you qualify for government assistance, you should just instead qualify.
But don't
for
we worry it'll
$15
lead to the, well, fuck it, I'll just work at McDonald's attitude?
So what? I need people to work at fucking McDonald's. I need my fucking lunch in the middle of the day.
No, but won't it lead to, like,
I need that.
People not, won't it lead to just more and more people, like, not aspiring to do shit, be things, solve problems?
I don't care. All I care about is getting them off the government's tit. That's all I care about. I don't fucking care what they do. That's their life, you know? You deserve to fucking make a living wage. I'm down with that. Corporations can make as much money as they fucking want, you know? If everybody's making a living wage, dude, end of revolution. Everybody would become way more complacent, you know, easier to lead, the whole fucking 9 yards. I mean, it's just dumb that they don't do it. They're making billions and billions and billions of fucking dollars. Awesome. Fucking great, dude. I'm fucking happy for you. You know, you're making $1 billion a year, $36 billion a year. That's fucking great. But your lowliest employee can afford to feed his family. That's what I'm about, because there's more of those people than there are the people making the billion.
Yeah,
exactly.
You know? Like, come on, man, you can give up $1 billion fucking dollars out of your 36, or even like $5 million off of your 36 billion, or let's say just 1 billion. You know, you give like 5 million, $1 million, and every one of your employees will benefit from that greatly, and you will be much more respected, much more appreciated. You're going to have better fucking people. You know, you'll have better people stay. You'll have fucking, you know, they're going to be more interested in what they're doing, and if they want to go home and like they're trying to aspire to be something better, instead of them working 2-3 fucking jobs to try to make themselves, you know, financially stable and try to better themselves intellectually, you know, if they could just work 40 hours and have more intellectual time, and they can afford to go to the school better, you know, because now they're making a living wage. They can fucking, you know, if you want to work part-time for $15 an hour, that's fine. You're going to school, you're doing your thing. I just think that it would actually inspire people to try harder. Mm-hmm. In my opinion. And not only that, but the benefit to the corporations is they're going to make more fucking money. And then the government's going to make more money off of the taxes that these people are now paying. You know?
You could even argue that having these higher wages be partially government subsidized would be a better use of tax money.
Oh, no, you know, Uncle Sam does not give out money. Uncle Sam makes money.
That's what I'm saying.
All I got to say is
everybody's going to
they subsidize all types of things in big business. And whether it's through direct subsidization or tax breaks, loopholes.
That would be like the last thing on their list. And then we have this option where we we give out some money.
Even if we were spending tax dollars on that would be a better use of tax dollars than welfare programs.
Yeah.
And well, not even like tax dollars. When you look at what you're paying in healthcare, you're paying to subsidize other people's lack of healthcare.
Right. And I think like if you pay people more of a living wage, they're going to be able to afford to get into forced programs like, the Health Care Act that just came out, where everybody's got to have insurance. If you made $15 an hour, you would be more apt to like, okay, I can afford this insurance now instead of not paying for insurance and then getting taxed at the end of the year by the IRS for $667 pulled out of your tax returns if you have any. If not, you owe it, which is bullshit. But you could afford to actually at least live. I don't care what the number is, man. I'm just saying a living wage. And that's the thing is, if $15 an hour is a living wage, which it really isn't, because I mean, on $15 an hour, can you afford to house yourself, feed yourself, clothe yourself, have car insurance, a dependable car? If not a dependable car, can you afford to fix the piece of shit car that you have that keeps our better environment? Exactly. Like, no.
Actually, yes to all of those. I did it for a long time.
Okay, so yes to all those. So
with
now
no kids.
Everybody has the opportunity to do that. Okay, everybody has the opportunity to do that. And you're a healthcare worker, you get bumped up a little bit more than $15 an hour. But the majority of the people that are working in this country work for a major corporation that makes billions and billions of dollars. And like I said, I'm cool with that. I just want to see everybody else like live the American dream and be able to fucking afford it and not be, I would be taxed less. We would be taxed upon less by society if there was a living wage. And, the unfortunate thing is it's going to be twisted around and it's going to be like, these fast food workers want $15 an hour. The fast food workers want $15 an hour. So they're just the media is spinning it the way the corporations want it spun to get the people against the idea of somebody having a decently living wage. They're not talking about the like social economic aspect of it as well. There's people that just, they can't, dude. They don't have the mental awareness to fucking even be able to function in a decent paying job. You go back to the Henry Ford days where it was
Isn't that Darwin kicking in?
Dude, I gotta say is you're gonna pay for these people one way or the other.
Jay, I respect.
You gotta pay. You're gonna fucking pay for these people one way or the other. One way or the other, you're paying for it. So
everything you just said, I respect. But this confrontation between you and Chris, it needs to happen on another episode because that's a whole episode. Chris will fucking no, seriously. I agree with you.
We'll put a pin in this one.
I agree with you, man. I agree with you, Jay. Chris knows I don't agree with him, but him and I have tried to butt heads, but we're not.
Tried.
Well, I'm not going to try to change Chris's mind. That's not what I was trying to do.
Fair enough,
I'm not trying to do that. I'm expressing my opinion, and that's it. You take it how you take it. There's no confrontation involved anywhere to anybody. And if Chris wants to give me his counterpoint, I will listen to it intently, just like he's listening to me rant right now.
Rich is just trying to ratchet up the drama.
If you guys want to go right now, fucking, I'll be happy to take off my shit.
There was no go.
And listen to it.
I mean, there was no go.
No. Chris, we got to wrap it up.
Right. It's gonna puff myself.
Calm
up.
down, Aaron. Calm down. Dad
says it's bedtime.
Yeah, I know, right?
Go to bed.
The only bear on this show
Go the fuck to sleep.
Oh, shit. All right, guys. So we're wrapping this one up?
Yes, episode 91 in the books, and we will catch you guys next time.
Adios.
See ya.
If you enjoy this show and want more people to know about it, head on over to iTunes, leave a comment, and rate it 5 stars. Make sure you like and share us on Facebook, and don't forget to follow us on Twitter. Just search for Christopher Media. Thank you in advance for supporting Christopher Media by clicking on the PayPal button and by clicking through to all the sponsors who support ChristopherMedia.net. Most importantly, we would like to take the time to extend an extra special thanks to you. Christopher Media could not exist without your support. Thank you for visiting ChristopherMedia.net, and thank you for listening. Christopher Media. Let's make some noise.
You might not think that a few simple words could make you crave McDonald's breakfast sandwiches. But if you listen closely to the sound